heavier than it looks. Right, let's get this in. So, good afternoon everyone, I'm Andy, welcome to my garden. Today's video is we're going to look at worming chickens, when and how to worm your chickens, in my opinion the easiest and in the most simple way. So there's lots of different things and kind of stories that you hear online about how people worm their chickens. Some are kind of natural and organic, you know, people can add crushed garlic to water, things like that. That's kind of you know, one option, something that people do. But I always kind of question the efficiency of that. How effective is that actually against worming chickens? Now, unless you're taking your chickens' stools, their droppings to a vet to have a kind of worm count done, then it's almost impossible to tell if your chickens have kind of got worms, because there's so many different variety of worms, and you just kind of don't know what you're faced with. So what I sort of tend to do is I kind of go down the route that I abide by when it comes to chicken keeping, and that's prevention is always better than cure. There's also a product on the market called Harkers, and that contains ivermectine. Is that how you pronounce it? Steady on. There we go. She wants to come and say hello. Get in the shot then. Hello, girls. But with that, you've got things like egg withdrawal periods. Also, it's not licensed for poultry. It's only licensed for racing pigeons. That's not to say I've never used it. You know, I've used it when I've had lice outbreaks, you know, things like that. But you come in to say hello as well. But it's certainly not something that I use on a regular basis. So what I use is it's a Layers pellet, which contains, I've got to know my pronunciations, as the eagle-eyed viewers of you will be aware, my pronunciations aren't the best. Flubenvet, is that right? We'll have a look. Let me pop this one down and we'll have a look. I'm never very good at pronouncing things. In fact, let's move you down here so we can see. So the chickens are loving life on top of the shelter. Let's pop you here. How's that looking? Here we are. That's not too bad at all, is it? Right, so let's have a look. So I've just ordered this. I normally do this as we head into spring and as we're heading into those autumn months as well. So twice a year for me has always kind of been sufficient. Never had, you know, ill chickens or anything like that. Touch wood, everything's been all right. So I can't remember what brand of Layers they are actually. I'm not sure, but I can get into it. Oh, this plastic, Jesus. They're Haygates, that's right. Right. Move that out of the way. Now this is all I do, my girls, is I feed them this. Feed them this for 7 days and nothing else. No corn, no treats, nothing like that. No other Layers pellets, no other food. Just these pellets for 7 consecutive days. And this will do the job. Honestly, it's as easy and as simple as that. You can pick these up in 5 kilogram bags, which is sufficient for about 3 hens. That'll do for the 7 days. Any more than 3, I'd recommend getting a 20 kilogram sack. It has got a use by date because of the kind of worming ingredient in there. Flubenvet, it's Flubenvet, yeah. So I think I was right. But as I say, as long as they've can't access any other kind of food in that time, then this will, you know, this will be sufficient, and it will keep them worm free for those kind of periods when you are worming them. So as I say, I do mine in as we're coming into spring, and as we're kind of coming into those autumn months as well. So twice a year is sufficient. So the 5 kilogram bag of this, I think, is about £12 there or thereabouts. The 20 kilogram sack is about 20 quid. So for a year, you're spending 40 quid on worming your flock, basically. So it's pretty good value. So as I mentioned, you just want to make sure that they haven't got access to any other food. So I'm just going to put their existing pellets back in their food tub. So I don't want anything to jeopardise medication, but it's such a simple method. You know, some people as well, I see you can add food grade, how do you pronounce it again now? Diatomaceous earth. So yeah, that sounds about right. It's what I use in, in the dust bath, and you can kind of sprinkle around in their coops to keep them lice free and mite free. Some people add that to their food as well. Again, I've got to ask that question: how effective is it? I'm not sure. And it's fairly natural, isn't it? So that's not a it's not a bad thing, because the more natural the better. But in this case, I'm always one to make sure it's sort of done properly. So I'm just going to get all their feeders now, get rid of any existing layers pellets that they've got, and then just top it up with a new feed, and that's it. Simple as that. Right, so I've got a couple of their feeders, just going to top it up now, and just make sure that they've got a constant supply of food next 7 days, like they always do anyway. But I'm back at work tomorrow, so I want to make sure they've got enough when I'm not here. It really is as kind of easy as that. So I'll put a link in the description below for the products that I use, and obviously for this as well, so have a look. But I'm interested to hear as well if you've got any other methods of how you worm your birds. Certainly interested to hear that. If you've got any effective ways of doing it naturally, then please do get in touch, let me know. There we go. So I'll put this one in their shelter. That's it. I've just got another one to do in the second coop behind me there. I think the rain's got in a little bit, so I need to sort that out. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. Take care.